I don't think entrepreneurs understand this. If you have a product that sells and your customers come back and you make a profit on every sale, but you aren't happy with where your business is at, then you, my friend, you don't have a business problem. You have a marketing problem. And it's costing you way more money than you think it is. You see, I know you. You're a busy entrepreneur. You're a dreamer. You bootstrapped your business from nothing. That means no venture capital, no big bank loans, just you, your product, and a dream to build something incredible. And you freaking did it. You proved demand. You got returning customers. And you even got a little bit of cash flow. Even if it's a little tight sometimes, you did it. But the growth, that thing you want, that's where you're stuck. So you try running ads yourself, but then you just end up wasting all this time in the weekend just on Google Ads Manager help forums. You tried to hire a cheap freelancer, probably overseas. Am I right? But the creative was off, the reporting was messy, and the performance was just flat out poor. And then you get frustrated. You're like, I'm going to go big. I'm going all in. I'm going to hire one of these pro agencies that claim to scale major brands like, what is it, Purple and Allbirds and Dr. Squatch. I always see that on Instagram. And these sales guys for these agencies, they're good, man. They're really good. They hook you. Then you're in. And you're like, you know what? I am going to sign. I'm going to do it. But as soon as you get onboarded, they hand you off to a junior account manager. And that person misses meetings just like that agency misses your expectations. If this story sounds familiar, you just know this, you're not alone. And more importantly, I want you to know that you're not the problem. The agency model is broken. And to be honest with you, it's full of a lot of bad actors. I mean, these madmen of marketing have built businesses to serve themselves, not entrepreneurs like you. It's kind of like how people who got rich during the gold rush were the ones selling the shovels, not the ones actually looking for gold. And to be honest with you, like when I had my first business, I struggled with marketing for a long time, and I almost closed several times just because I wasted money on this marketing agency or this marketing idea. And I tried to meet with these agencies who promised me the world, and I just found the same thing you did, problems all over the place. And so that's why we started High B Marketing, to fix this. We're not here to pitch you the newest hack, template, funnel of the week. You know, we're a growth partner, and we exist for one reason: to help entrepreneurs like you win. And not only does our team have the experience working with really famous business leaders like Marcus Lemonis from CNBC's The Profit, or leadership expert Dave Ramsey with the Entre Leadership brand, but we've also helped brands just like yours. Take Varsity Spirit, for example. This 50-year-old brand dominated their market with tons of traditional advertising. They thought that advertising plus the organic traffic they were getting was enough to sell their products online. And to be honest with you, it wasn't. And once we took over their ad accounts, we smashed their revenue goals by growing their digital revenue by 66% in the first year. Or I can give you the example of EXO Drones, right? This is a founder who thought he didn't need to pay any agency because he was already crushing his Amazon ad management on his own with a 3x return on ad spend. That meant for every dollar he spent, he was getting 3 back. I mean, that's pretty good for a guy that was running a large team with international vendors and customers all over the country. But when he finally trusted us to take over his ads, we immediately scaled him up to 6x return on ad spend. That meant that his revenue every week went from $4,000 to $54,000 just because he partnered with an agency like High B. Or you could look at a brand like Previnex, who was sick of their big agency service and lackluster results. And then, we basically consulted with them to help them rebuild their entire funnel, get them over on Shopify. We helped them figure out their lifetime value numbers. And then finally, when we relaunched all these campaigns, we were able to get the ROAS to increase by 30%. And that number is huge for any entrepreneur out there, right? The High Beam team, we can do this because we have decades of experience working with hundreds of brands, managing over $200 million, I think now in ad spend, and driving $1 billion in revenue. But most importantly, we've been in your shoes. We know the pressure that comes with needing to sell something in order to make payroll. We know what it's like to want growth, but not to grow too fast or too recklessly. And that's why we've built our system for scaling e-commerce brands on Shopify, Amazon, TikTok. We don't just run ads, Senator. We help you build a custom marketing playbook designed for growth. We help with full funnel strategy, creative testing, targeted media buying. It still exists even in a post iOS 14 world, believe it or not. And we even build custom reporting dashboards that will let you see the whole picture instead of convoluted Shopify this or Google Analytics that. So if you're ready for a real partner who help your business run its best race, then schedule a discovery call today. No fluff, no pressure, just clarity. So you click the calendar link on this page, pick a time that works for your schedule, and you'll talk to me. I can't wait to do it. But if you're still watching, that means you're obviously not ready to commit to a call yet, right? And I understand that. And I've been doing this a long enough time to know that you got some questions that I answer time and time and time again. So let's see if we can get ahead of it here. What about this one? We've been burned before. How do I know you won't do the same thing? And that's exactly what 90% of our clients say to us. They say some version of, my current agency just sucks. To be honest with you, I can't prove that we're different until you schedule a discovery call. So do that. Can I just do this myself? Well, you can, but you didn't start this business to spend all day on ad ops, did you? Like, we're going to help you free up your time so you can go work on your business and not just be in it all the time. It's the entrepreneurial dream, right? What about, we've already got a marketing person. Why do I need this? Great. I mean, we love plugging into in-house teams and filling gaps. And here's the thing though, I promise they don't have as much experience as our team does. And if they do, I'd love to meet them because I'm probably going to try to hire them. What about agencies are too expensive? To be honest with you, expensive is relative. Well, what's the cost of stalled growth, missed revenue, wrong decisions? What would another year of mediocre results cost you in terms of time, sanity, and like gray hair? Like, think about this like an investment in your business and not an expense. That is especially true when you find the right partner that's going to actually come alongside you and help and advise and not just take. But again, you got to schedule a discovery call, or otherwise you'll never know if that's actually true or not. I could be lying. I hate long contracts. Yeah, me too. Life is too short to work with people who do not want to work with us anymore. And that's why we start every new client with a 90-day minimum. And after that, the contract converts to month to month. Simple written notice, 30 days later, we're all done. And here's the thing. I'm willing to bet that you're going to like working with us because I've done this enough now to know that that's the case. Like, when we find out you're a good fit, the chances you stay with us after 90 days is very, very high. That's why we have a retention rate of 97% of clients that make it through that 90-day period. They end up staying with us for a whole year. But of course, I'm going to say all this positive stuff about my brand. It's my brand. Look at these reviews that we get on Google, right? We have a 5-star rating there. And here's what a few of our clients have said about working with us. Brad Kilpatrick was the CEO of World Rugby Shop, says, we're great at communication. We're very responsive. Like, that's incredible, right? Andy Sergey, the CEO of Nature's Willow, was the best part of working with us was we're willing to help any way we can. Like, that stuff means a lot to me as an agency owner. And then you have Christian Boyd here, the co-founder of Pareto. He's talking about the trouble he's had with agencies in the past and how we're different. That takes a lot of work on our end to create this elevated agency experience. And like, I'm really proud of these reviews we've gotten. Again, if you're ready to see if we live up to the hype, click the Calendly link on this page and schedule your free 30-minute discovery call. But if you're still here and you're still watching, you still haven't scheduled a call, then that must mean you have at least 2 more questions. Question 1 is, how does this work? Question 2 is going to be, how much does this cost? I'll give you the spoiler alert for question 2. It's way more than you think it is, and it's definitely way more than you'd pay some dude in India. Our team is expensive because we are great at what we do. We care about the people we do it for, and we have designed a system that is so good it makes the investment you make in your marketing feel like you've gotten more than a fair deal. You know, again, that's why we have a 97% retention rate for anybody that's worked with us for at least 90 days. So again, if you want to see, click the calendar link, book your call, and let's go. And on that 30-minute call, we're going to dive deep into your business. My goal, to be honest with you, is to find a reason to say no. Life is too short to waste your time, to waste my team's time. It's just not worth it. So we're going to find out if we're a good fit for each other, if we can actually help. And then the next step is that we're going to take you through our digital ad audit. And this is where one of our paid media wizards will deconstruct your Google, Amazon, and Meta ad campaigns. And we take you through an audit of a 200-point checklist, basically, to find out what exactly is broken inside of your account. A little side note here, we find an average of like 50 errors on each audit. And what's really funny, recently we had one. This company was spending $100,000 a month on Meta ads, and they didn't even have a Meta pixel set up on their website. Like, could you imagine spending that amount of money and having no idea what was actually working? I mean, it was, they were mad at their current agency, to say the least, and they are no longer their current agency, which is good for us. After that audit, it's pretty straightforward. If we both agree to work together, you like the pricing terms, then we'll send you a 90-day contract to sign, and we schedule your kickoff call. After that, we're off to the races, fixing campaigns, fixing the stuff we found in the audit, and scheduling our strategy calls to like figure out your business and how we can actually help you grow. If you're still here, then I know you're interested, but I also know that you want to know what this is going to cost. And fair enough. Like, your cash flow is very important. You want to make sure that you can afford this via your budget. I get it. So here it is. Here is our pricing tiers. We have 3 tiers, and depending on how much you're spending each month and how many platforms you're on is depending on which of these 3 tiers you're going to end up in. And we even have a tier where if you need help creating content for your social media for the ads that we're going to be running, that we can do that for you as well. And don't worry about this pricing tier too much. Like, here's the thing. On the discovery call, if you have questions about it, I understand. I'm happy to walk you through it and explain the nuances, but pause the video here. You can see exactly what it is and why it is the way it is. But I told you we were expensive, right? And that's because winning isn't easy and it isn't cheap. And if you think it is, like, you should honestly probably sell your business before it's too late. Could you save money and do this all yourself? Sure. But how's that working out for you? Could you keep the cheaper freelancer and agency? Could you save money there? Yeah, sure. But again, how is that working out for you? The truth is, and we know we can help you. The unfortunate truth, though, now is that the ball is in your court. We've built the team and the processes to scale your brand online, but now it's up to you. So every single day you wait is another day you have to wait for the positive result. And you know you're going to make a change. Like, that's the thing. You're here on the page. You know you're going to make a change. And if it doesn't work out, which is rare, then all you've lost is 90 days. But at least you've gotten a ton of information, a ton of experience, and you'll be able to take that into the next 90 days and actually go grow your business based on that information. But we've done this a lot of times, and we're not going to sign you as a client unless we think beyond a reasonable doubt that we're going to be able to help you scale your business. But again, you might think I'm full of crap because this energy is full of charlatans. So book the discovery call to see if I'm actually full of it or not, to see if we can actually help or not. So with that being said, we're at the end. I have nothing left until you call me. You have to click the calendar link. You have to pick a day and time that works for your schedule. You have to double check that you put the email in correctly. For the love of God, show up to this call. You're working on your business. This is the most important thing you can do right now. Why would you not show up to the call? If we can help you, we'll be honest. If we can't help you, I'll be honest. The worst case scheduling a discovery call is that you get 30 minutes of strategic clarity. And the best case is that you find the partner you finally needed to scale your business to where you're trying to go. And we only take a few clients each quarter because we're a small team, but we'd rather over deliver than overbook. That this agency, this agency world is full of people who just sell, don't care about client churn, and they just run them in as fast as they can run them out to just protect the cash flow of their own agency. Like, we don't do that. So if you're serious about growth and you think we'd be a good fit from a culture standpoint, and you think we might have some experience that we could share with your brand, click the link on this page, schedule your discovery call, and let's talk now before it's too late. I'm looking forward to meeting you. See you on the call.